Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you new here, my name is Donna, and for those of you not new, thank you so much for continuing to come back and support my channel. I appreciate all of you so very much. Today I am doing my Project Pan 2020 update. I didn't do an update last month, and I actually went through quite a bit last month, so I'm really super excited to show you guys the products that I went through and to show you what I rolled in as replacements for those products, because I think I told you guys this last time. I'm not gonna do an update every time I'm rolling in a product, but I am going to just automatically roll in a new product, start using it, and that way hopefully I can get some usage out of all these products. So we started off this Project Pan in January, of course, with 11 products. And as I have used products up or finished them in my project, I have rolled a product in to replace it. And I actually finished off 4. So we're going to be rolling in 4 new products. And I did quite a bit of damage to a few of the other ones that I had in this Project Pan. Oh my gosh, if I could get my poop together, it would be great. So let's start off with the products that are currently still in use in my project. Okay, so first let's talk about the Tarte Foundcealer, the multitasking foundation that has been in this project, I think since it's the number 12 item on my list, so I think it was the first thing that I rolled in to replace a product. And when we first started, this product was at 2.9 ounces, and in the last update it was at 2.6, and in this update it's at 2.3. But you guys, look at where this product was versus where it is now. You guys can see there is a ton of product usage in this. I will tell you that this is the product that I have been using every single time I film because I just want to get it out of my collection. I am so excited about the usage on this product. Super excited about it. We also have the Too Faced Hangover RX primer. You guys can see this line here. Probably not going to be able to see that line very well because it is on the black line, but this is the 2 lines of usage. And this one was brought in just the last update, I do believe. It weighed in at 1.4 ounces. It still weighs in at 1.4 ounces, but there's quite a bit of use in it, so I am not 100% certain why it's still weighing in at 1.4. I guess that is when you're weighing products that you have to take into account the fact that the component is also weighing in that, and that might be a good share of the product weight. So I know that I'm getting usage out of it. I'm super excited about the usage that I'm getting out of this because honestly, this is not my favorite primer. I'm not a lover of this primer. It stinks, in my opinion. It doesn't smell like, what is it supposed to smell like? Coconuts? I don't think it smells like coconuts at all. I do not like it. So it's one of those primers that is hit and miss for me. Like if I have another primer to choose, and I do, I will choose a different primer other than this one, but because it's in my Project Pan, I am trying to get some use out of it. I know that this primer goes bad rather quickly, but it doesn't smell bad, so I'm going to keep using it until it causes, skin irritation or it goes bad and I can smell that it's bad. But it does stink, in my opinion. It smells the same way it smelled when I opened it. So I know that the smell hasn't changed and it stinks, in my opinion. I do not like it. So I'm happy with the usage I'm getting out of that product because I otherwise would not be using that product. The next several things I have for you are all in this contraption here. I do have these 2 guys here. This is Rodeo Drive by Ofra, and I have gotten quite a bit of usage out of that, but I think the idea was to have it show pan, and it's still not showing pan yet. I do see a little bit of a circle here where I think it's like trying to separate itself and have pan there, but it's still not got pan. This is the Ofra Winter Rose Gaudette that we received in, I think, a boxy charm. And I used the poop out of this blush. It's actually a pretty beautiful blush. Really nice and natural almost looking. But, God, it just doesn't seem to go anywhere. It's still going strong. It still doesn't look like I've used hardly any of it. That one isn't going places at all. I know that I weighed them last time. I can weigh them again this time. I'm pretty certain they're gonna have the same weight as they did last time. Yeah, Rodeo Drive is still ringing in at 0.2 ounces, and Winter Rose is still ringing in at 0.3 ounces. Eyeshadows and, you know, single pans of things are really hard for powder wise, because you can see the usage more than you can tell by the weight, just because they don't weigh normally like you can weigh something like this. It's going to show me 0.2 ounces probably until the day they're gone. What I was really excited about is the usage in the other 3 pans there. I know that you guys can see those pans. This one here had 0 pan in it, and now it's got a pretty good chunk of pan. This one here had 0 pan in it, and now it's got a really big chunk of pan. And this one here had a decent size of pan in it, but that pan has gotten bigger for sure. How I've been getting through this is this one I have been using every single day to set like my eye primer or whatnot. And this one I've actually been multitasking as also a face highlight. So I use it on my cheeks as a highlight sometimes as well. Not today, but I do use it as a highlight on my cheeks sometimes, but they sit right on top of my vanity so that I'm reminded to use these things on a daily basis almost, and I do. So I was really excited about that. I think this one, the goal was to finish this pan, empty it by the end of the year, and these 2 were just to hit pan. And I did hit pan in those 2, but I am going to keep them in here. I think I am going to keep them in here through the end of the year, see how much damage I can do to them. Again, these are really old eyeshadows, so they're maybe not performing as well as they did when I first got them, but they still perform very well. And I want to get the usage out of them while I can. So I think I am going to keep them in my project, even though I've technically hit goal on those guys. Then we get into the exciting news. So we had the Charlotte Tilbury Airless Flawless Finishing Powder in shade 2 in this project. It was something that I brought in as one of the first 11 items. And you guys, I'm just so excited that I finished it, but sad all at the same time. It's very bittersweet for me. This is an amazing powder, but it's like $46, and I forgot all about the Sephora sale, so I didn't pick a new one up during the Sephora sale, which is super sad, but I'm not gonna purchase this powder for $46. I do have other powders, so I will just use those until I am able to purchase another one of these. So I did finish this, and to replace this, I am rolling in my deluxe sample size of the Hourglass Diffuse Light Ambient Lighting Powder. This guy, if I can get it open, looks like this. It is a really nice finishing powder. It's very finely milled, and it does give a really nice kind of glow to the skin almost, but not so much that you can only use it, you know, in the areas that you want to highlight. It also does a really great job of just kind of melding everything on your face together. I don't know the magic that it has in it, but I know that I could just do like a stripe of highlight, stripe of blush, stripe of contour, and then put this powder on top, and it just melds them together. So I'm putting this into my project. This was brand new when I rolled it in. I hadn't even touched it. So I'm hoping that it's only a deluxe sample size. So I'm hoping that I can finish it by the end of the year. So we are moving Charlotte Tilbury out and moving Hourglass in. The Hourglass powder does weigh in at 0.9 ounces, but again, it's a powder, so it might rein in at 0.9 ounces the entire time that we're using it. So next is this. It was the Kat Von D Franken contour that I made with my shades of contour that were left in my Kat Von D Shade Light palette. You guys know I Franken contoured them together into one, and it did fill-ish. This palette, I think, or this pan, there was one little sliver section that had nothing in it, but I was able to finish it. So I'm super excited about that. It did ring in at 1 ounce last time and 1 ounce the time before that. So it's gone now though. And in its place, I am going to put in another blush. This is a MAC blush. This has been in my collection for far too long. This is actually, it was a limited edition in a Stereo Rose. It's a mineralized skin finish, limited edition, old packaging. You guys can see, hopefully, I do have pan in this guy, so I would just like to see it gone, honestly. So it'll be around until it's gone, or until the end of the year as well. And it rings in at 1.9 ounces. It may always ring in at 1.9 ounces. We will see. Next was this. It is the Dermalogica Age Bright Clearing Serum that I brought in just as a short jaunt. I knew it wasn't going to take me very long to get through this, and if I can get this package open, that would be super, because it also was just a little tiny sample size. And in our last update, I just had like 1, maybe 2 uses left, and I did go ahead and use them up. So that guy is empty and now out of the project pan, and we will be rolling in the Juice Beauty Green Apple Brightening Gel Cleanser. I am rolling this in because I don't like Juice Beauty, so getting one more of their items out of my collection would be super. This guy weighs in at 2.5 ounces, so we will have to utilize the scale here to see how we're finishing off this guy. I can't really see through this container, so I'm not sure how much is in there. Even with the lights, I can't really see through this. I'm actually kind of excited for a new cleanser. I use the same cleanser every single day and I'm almost out of it, and it'll be nice to roll in a different kind of cleanser just to get use out of something else, try something else. And then lastly, I had rolled in this, which was part of my sample series, and I knew it wasn't going to take me long to finish it. It is done. We did have that much left in the container last time, and I know it looks like there's still quite a bit in there, but there isn't. I can't get anything. Oh, yeah. I can't get anything out of it anymore. This was a hair protectant, and it was a really nice one, and I had only used a little bit of it in the sample series couple weeks that I was using this product, so I just rolled it in to finish it up. It was awesome. I would repurchase this in a full-size fashion. I think that it smells so good, and it made my hair feel good, and it was you know, peace of mind knowing that my crazy colored hair was being protected from the elements out there. And to roll something new in, I am not going with hair this time around. I am going to roll in a hand cream that was recently in my sample series that I would just like to use and utilize because it's a huge size sample, but it says not for resale, and I did get it in a sample bag, but I know that they sell this size online as well, so there's that. But this is a Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Touch hand cream. I am going to roll this in. Goal is to finish it up as with everything else. It does weigh in at 2.1 ounces. And again, we're going to have to rely on the scale to see how well I am doing with this product, because you can't see through this guy here. But the good news about this one is that this container is a little bit, it's not metal necessarily, but it's a little bit like moldable. So I will be able to, like, we could bend it down right now and I could put a line there and know where it bent, and then I dropped it, and then next time will be able to see the difference in use that way. This one isn't so much so right now, but it might be after I get it open, so we will see. So anyways, that is the update to my project pan for this year. What kind of project pan are you guys doing? How are you guys doing with your products? Let me know. I know that some of the channels that I'm watching are bringing in new project pans to get through the summer, to get through whatever. I have a hard time just focusing on the one project that I've got going on, so I definitely won't be jumping on a new project pan. And I don't like the ones that you have to concentrate on the 1 or 2 or 5 different products for a very short amount of time, because I feel like I can't incorporate something else into my routine if I want to, if I've got just a very short window of time that I'm project panning these certain items. What kind of project pan are you guys doing? How do you feel about your long project pans, and are you doing one? And do you feel like you're doing super well at them? How do you feel like I'm doing? I have done in the past like an enormous amount of items. I feel really confident with the 11 items that I have. And you guys, I've been able to get through 8 items in the 5 months that we've been doing this. And I actually hit my goal on 2 other items in the 5 months that we've been doing this. Well, 4 total months. And I'm really proud of myself for that. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you enjoyed it enough that you're considering giving it a big thumbs up. It really does help our channels out here. I also hope that you liked it, or me, enough that you're considering subscribing to my channel. It really would warm my heart so very much if I was able to talk you into joining me over here. It is a lot of fun over here. I have a lot of fun, and I really do enjoy talking to everybody down in the comments section. So hopefully I see you down there. Again, please stay safe. Please make sure you're mindful of washing your hands and staying 6 feet apart. And is your state opening up? I know that there are some states starting to roll out opening up, so let me know how it's going in your neck of the woods. And I guess until next time, guys. Bye.